dse8610 full wiring diagram. Today we will discuss and I will explain you about the full wiring diagram of this controller. This controller is very special in the industry for using gen to gen synchronizing of and gen to main synchronizing. You can do maximum 32 numbers of genset to be synchronized with this controller. So let's get started, my dear friend. So before starting the video, kindly like, share and subscribe the channel, and you will get always notification for new videos on power learning channel. So let's get started. So my dear friend, this is 8610 controller module wiring diagram in front of you, okay, and I will explain you about how we will make wiring for this controller. So first of all, in any controller we have power supply, because first we need to connect power supply to power up the controller. So for powering up we need 12 volt or 24 volt battery, because this is DC powered controller. So we need DC power to power up the controller, okay. So here if you see, first of all we have here battery positive 12 or 24 volt DC and battery negative, okay. These two wire we connect through minimum 2 amps and maximum 20 amps anti-surge fuse. This symbol is showing for fuse, okay, and this wire is connected here. As you see, these are the terminals of controller, okay. Now these are controller terminals, okay. So on number 2 we will connect battery positive and number 1 we will connect battery negative. So number 1 is negative, number 2 is positive supply, which is coming directly from our generator battery, okay. After that, on number 3, as you see here, we take a link, this link, okay. This link we will take from positive and connect also one more fuse, okay, one more fuse, and this fuse, via this fuse we will use one emergency stop. As you see, this is the symbol of emergency stop, and we will connect our wire on terminal number 3, okay. So terminal number 3 we will use normally close contact of emergency stop, and we will connect. And as you see, internally we are getting this terminal, we will connect the positive wire, and this terminal will give out two outputs on number 4 and 5. And what is number 4 and 5? 4 and 5 is fuel and crank output, okay, fuel and crank output. Here you see it is writing fuel to fuel solenoid maximum 16 amps output, okay. So on numbers 4 you will connect your fuel relay or ignition relay, and number 5 you will connect your crank relay. Crank means starter motor relay, okay. So here you will connect your starter solenoid, okay, via external relay. Do not connect direct wire on the controller to take the load, otherwise it will damage your controller, okay. So next we will see here we have terminal number 16, 17, 18, 19, okay. So these are analog inputs. Analog inputs will measure the reading of sensors which is installed on our generator, okay. Like oil pressure sensor, this sensor wire will be connect on number 16 to measure the low oil pressure. As you see here, to engine earth, we will all the sensors are connected on engine block, so it is automatically get the engine earth, okay, engine earth. So from here the other wire will be go to number 16 on oil pressure, okay, and number 17 we will connect water temperature sensor gauge, water temperature sensor wire, okay. So it will show us water temperature on our generator screen. On number 18 we have fuel level, okay. If you want to measure fuel level in the tank, okay, so you can connect number 18. On number 19 you have spare analog input, so you can connect here any other analog input sensor and configure it as per your requirement. On number 15 we have common ground, okay. On common ground we will, as you see, here we will connect to engine earth. Okay, engine earth will be used as a common ground and connected on number 15 terminal. Charge alternator, this is charge alternator wire which is coming from DC battery charger, DC charging alternator dynamo. Okay, and connected on number 6. This wire having two work. Okay, one is giving signal, and after running the alternator, after running the engine, it will sense the, it will measure the running voltage of dynamo. Okay, so during running time our dynamo is charging our generator. Okay, generator battery. Okay, after that here we have writing here, as you see, 11 inputs. 11 inputs, these are all digital inputs. Before I inform you, before this we see analog inputs. Now we will talk about digital inputs. So digital inputs are different than analog inputs. Analog inputs are giving us reading, variable reading 0 to 10 ohms or 0 to 5 ohm, 0 to 6 ohm. But in digital inputs we have to connect via switches. So what kind of switches we will use here? So I will give you some example because it is not written from DeepSea. Like on number A, you will connect oil pressure switch. Before we connect oil pressure sensor on analog, but now we are talking about analog digital input. So you will connect oil pressure switch. On number B, number 61, we will connect water temperature switch. Okay, and number 62 we will connect our remote start wire. Okay, and number 63 we will connect our breaker status. Okay, in breaker status is very important for DeepSea 8610 while you are using motorized breaker. Okay, and number 64 you will connect emergency stop. And in this way, whatever is your requirement, you can use inputs as per your requirement, like external stop, external fire system stop. Okay, something like this, or start on load demand. Okay, you can connect all these inputs on these 11 terminals. Okay, after that here we have plant positive 6 FET outputs. So these are digital outputs similar to number 3 and 4. These are number 4 and 5, these are outputs. So you can connect these output with your engine for different application, like for alarms. Okay, like to get the alarms from the generator and to operate breaker. Okay, so it depends upon you that what kind of outputs you need to use for your generator. Okay, so here you will connect, here we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. All these are digital outputs. Okay, digital outputs mean that it will give you output for permanently on or permanently off. There is no variable power supply. Okay, there is no variable power supply. It is binary output, gives you on or off status, on or off output. Okay, on number 7 you will connect the engine grounding wire. Okay, number 7 you will connect the engine grounding wire. After that here we have governor OP and AVR OP. This is governor output and AVR output. These are analog outputs. These are analog outputs. Governor OP, you will connect two wire, shielded wire. Belden 9841 is recommended wire to use to connect governor with your controller. So two wires of Belden shielded wire, twisted pair wire, will be connect here on the governor terminal, and you will connect this to your ECU or ECM. Okay, or speed controller. Okay, after that here we have AVR output 3738. These two wire will go to your AVR as an analog input, to control the KVR. Governor will control the kilowatt and the AVR will control your KVR of the alternator. Okay, after that here we have writing engine ECU. Engine ECU, this is called CAN bus. Now it is updated with engine ECU name. Okay, so here we will connect our three wires 27, 25 and 26. This is also twisted pair wire you will connect here on engine ECU, and as you see this is going to engine, and here it is writing a note 120 ohm R terminating resistance may be required externally. Okay, if you will check your engine manufacturer, some engine manufacturer required 120 ohm terminal resistor on the engine side. Okay, after that here we have MSE, multi-set controller. Here you will connect wire, twisted pair wire Belden 9841 from first controller to end controller, and this will be in the daisy chain fashion. Okay, so from the first and last unit you must connect 120 ohm resistor. Okay, and in between you will not connect any resistor. Okay, so this is also you will use Belden cable here, Belden 9841. Okay, so after that here we have bus volt means the other generator which is working in the system. This the voltage of other generator, it is called bus voltage, or the common bus bar voltage, where we are connected several generators on the bus. So this is bus voltage which we will connect from our bus. So here you see this is on the load side. On the load side you have multiple generator connected on the common bus. So from common bus you will take three phases R, S, T and neutral and connected on 47, 48, 49 and 50 terminals. So in this way you can connect your DEEPSEA bus supply. Okay, bus supply. Okay, so after that here we have 24, 22 and 23. These three terminal we will use for mechanical engine, where we need to record, where we need to measure the speed of engine. So we will connect MPU. This is for non-electronic engine. Non-electronic engine you can connect your MPU directly on the DEEPSEA. So the two wire positive negative will be connected on 22, 23 and the shield wire will be connected SCR on 24. Okay, so here we have 41 and 42 terminal. These two terminal we are using to control the generator breaker close and open, like we need to on the generator breaker. So we will use close gen output. Okay, so this is for controlling the genset breaker to gen switching device circuitry. Okay, so after that here we have generator voltage. Generator voltage means the terminal which we are using to sense the generator voltage. The where we install this controller install on one genset, and this one genset will provide AC power 3-phase. So you will connect here 3-phase AC power on number 43, 44, 45. These are 3 phases, line 1, line 2, line 3, and the neutral connect on the 46. Okay, and you will use 3 fuses. As you see here, we have 3 fuses and it is coming from 3 phase of the generator. Here it is writing from generator. These 4 wires are 4 lines like red, yellow and blue, and you will connect here 4 lines, 3 phases and 1 neutral directly to your controller. After that here we have current measuring, generator current, because once the generator is working we need to measure the generator current. Okay, so here we have terminals 51, 52, 53, 55 and 54. So how we will connect our CTs? As you know, we want to measure 3 phases. So to measuring the 3 phases, we will install 3 CTs on 3 phases. If you want to measure your neutral current, so you will connect your 4th CT on the neutral. But normally we will use 3-phase current to measure the generator current. So 3 phases will be connected on 51, 52, 53, and the common wire of these 3 CT will be connected on 54. As you see, this is the common terminal which is connected all the S2 end of the 3 CTs. So this we will connect on our 54 terminal. So my dear friend, this is the connection wiring diagram which I try to explain very easily. Okay, and I hope you understand some of the key points, how we will measure the how we will do the wiring of this controller. If you still have any question, I have many videos on my channel, so you can watch and learn from there, and also some practical video related to the wiring of control panel of DeepSea. So if you have any question further related to this, you can comment me below and ask me your question, your doubts. I am sure I will try to my best to give you all the answer related to your queries. Okay, thanks for watching, and the last thing, subscribe the channel. It will give you notification always for the new videos. And thanks very much. Have a nice day. Assalamu alaikum.